Nemacolin is in southwestern Pennsylvania's coal country, and you can clearly see the newly redone Chateau. The Chateau stands atop a hill, visible from miles away. Nemacolin Woodlands Resort in western Pennsylvania is a 4-season full amenity resort on 2,000 acres with 2 golf courses, 3 lodging options, and multiple amenities for guests, including a landing strip. I was honored to be invited to check out their offerings. Beyond amazing is all I can say. After the 3 days we were their guests and spent the time exploring the property, we constantly were finding new and exciting things that we could do, all on property. And then there were a few activities that were just a few miles away. Their recently renovated Chateau building, complete with doorman, valet, butler, and more, was a treat. This level of luxury was beyond our wildest imagination. The interior of the Chateau is quite an elegant setting. For the 2 of us who do work in the interiors industry, we both agreed that the quality and attention to detail, furnishings, and finishings was top drawer. And we're staying at the Chateau, and I want to just kind of take you and give you show you the room. So first of all, there are electronic controls for all the lights and everything else right there, which is very nice. And this is our room. Okay, look at the jokers on the wall there. Kind of interesting since there are 2 guys in the room today. So a nice big mirror. Look at how they did the moldings to work with the thing, and then see the wallpaper below and things. So these rooms were just recently redone. As you can see, they're very elegant, very, very nice. So this is the room. You can tell how beautiful the space is. They've laid out our slippers for us, brought us a little cookie and a drink. Very nice here. They've laid out what the experiences are for tomorrow, August 1st, which is very nice. They've drawn the curtains. They have the television playing a nice soft music. So what is in this room? So it's nice. It has a little workspace over there. It has a bureau here. There are lots of things for sale here that you'll pay for those items if you want those. There's a bucket for champagne or wine bucket if you want that. USB.
Look at those draperies.
USB-A and USB-C there. A light, 2 lights over the bed. Reading lights, yep. Draperies are nice. So the interior decor here is just fabulous. It's just very, very elegant, very feminine, but in a masculine sort of way. Crystal chandeliers pretty much everywhere. Remember, this is the Chateau, so it's a little bit more French themed. Look at that tray ceiling, just really, really nice. Not a lot of little bit of decor, but just, you know, the crown molding is really nice, and how it's all managed is done very, very well. The beds are very comfortable, gotta say that. Very, very nice. Now our view out is over to the conference center over there, and then the lodge. And then you can see that big, well, not where the truck is, but that black top area. That is a landing strip for an airplane. And there have been a couple of airplanes that have landed here while we're here, because this hotel or this resort would cater to people who would have their own private planes or have their own private flight teams that would bring planes in and bring them in. So very interesting to see that. One of the things that I think is also interesting here are these computer-controlled light and shade switches. So you get to control all of your lights. You can hit lights here, and that's how you can control the light. And I could dim the chandelier if I wanted. The beds look very comfortable. They look like double beds, which is really nice. There's a little area here that's the kitchenette bar area.
All right, so let's talk about the in-room coffee service a little bit. There is this box with these, what I call an espresso. I think that's what they are. A variety of containers. And then there's this device here. Go down, you lock, push the button to start your coffee. And then when you clean it up, you just move that. And look at that. It takes it right out. Very, very cool. So that is the Nespresso. That's kind of part of the fun thing. What's also neat are these reusable water bottles. And throughout the property, there are water stations, like, water fountains with little bottle fillers. And so you have these bottles. They give you these bottles here so that you're not using reusable, or you're not using disposable plastic bottles, which is great. And these are metal or aluminum or something, but just really well thought out. So this bar is really nice. There is a mini fridge down here, or mini bar with stuff in it that's available, certainly, that you would pay for if you used any of it. We have a little bit of lunch from the other day in there, so there's that. So that's nice. There's an area there just to store stuff in, I suppose. Nothing. Bar tools, wine opener, things if you want to make a drink or something. Very, very nice. Very nice little bar area here across from the closet space. With a nice little thing. It looks like there's a little yoga mat up there. And this looks like a little U-line thing in case there's a power outage. There is a safe. There's, I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a steamer. That's right, it's a steamer. Steamer can send our laundry out. All kinds of other little things in there. So that is the closet. Here, so let's go into the bathroom. So let's turn the bathroom on. Let's see where it's on. There we go. Down light. On. All. Let's do all on. Okay, so there's all on. So this is the bathroom. Pretty nice. I think the thing that I find most interesting is this Kohler toilet. The toilet. Get close to the toilet. Guess what it does? Welcomes you, or as I say, salutes you when you come. As a man, it's interesting that the top goes up, but of course the seat does not. The seat is heated, and then there's a little spritz of water in there because it's a bidet toilet. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there are the controls for the toilet. There is the controls for the TV that's in here and everything else. So there's that nice little bathroom with both a handheld shower and an overhead shower. Their product is on the wall like so many hotels have these days. This is really a kind of a soaking bathroom tub. All right, so we're gonna do the water here. And pretty simple, off, cold, hot. Again, Kohler appliances here now. To turn on the waterfall shower or the handheld shower, you gotta turn this, you gotta turn, okay, you gotta turn that, and it just kind of makes it a little bit there. So it's kind of, it's a bit of a sloppy mess, but it works. So shower pressure, I wouldn't say it's really intense, but it works very nicely. And there was plenty of hot water. Plenty of hot water. Okay, so water pressure. Water pressure is excellent. It's not really hard. It's just a very simple the very simple rainfall shower. You do have to control it over here with the handheld as well by this device. And you can turn that and then do that, and you can see there's a lot of water pressure there for that. A lot of pressure. And by the way, the shower curtain, very, very elegant and very beautiful. Heated rack there, nice mirror. There's also a scale there, which is nice. Our robes are really very nice here.
So some makeup items. So a very, very elegant space. Beyond elegant is the best way to describe this space. It's just really, really beyond elegant. And what I've likened this whole property to is a country club. It's just a huge, like 2,600 acre country club. There's just pretty much everything you want to do on it, and that's what we're here to do. Is we're here to do some of those off-road things and skeet shooting things and go swimming and everything else. So we're not going to play golf, and we've already been to the zoo, so there's a lot of things to see here.
Beyond the porte cochere of the Chateau, you will find that Nemacolin has so much to offer, including, of course, other lodging options, which is 2 hotels and numerous bungalow residences. It was midsummer 2024, so the gardens were in full regalia. You will see shuttle vans moving guests around the property pretty much all of the time. If you need one, you just ask one of the staff to call for one. During the 3 days and 2 nights, we really never came across the same thing twice. From visiting the aviary to the Shell Museum to elegant gathering places, you would think that this is a place to just relax. Oh no, there's a whole conference center here as well. We spent a lot of time in the Zen Garden Spa area, complete with an extremely large fitness room with all the machines and free weights you could want. And then there is a pool. This is not the only pool on property, though this one is for adults, so you will not be bothered with children splashing about. Now, there is also a holistic health building, which is a whole different experience, which we will not go to in this video. And yes, there is an art museum, an auto museum, and so much more on property. And just down the road, off property, is a rod and gun club for those who want to do some skeet shooting at their numerous stations. This is set up for guests of the hotel and members of the club.
Is for our people to be able to easily distinguish when they want to pick up a lighter gauge for a
And
guest.
then you call it a safe, so this isn't a concrete
It is,
room.
yeah, it's 3 concrete doors, or
Okay.
3 concrete walls, and then a completely steel door.
Now
here,
is
so
that a legal requirement or is that a
Yeah.
personal requirement?
It's both for us.
This thing's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I was impressed you didn't push the
exhaust button.
exhaust button.
I wanted to. I really wanted to. It sounded good on the cold start.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
like,
sure.
well, we'll see when you get back.
All right, thanks.
I specifically was interested in their Jeep off-road course that is on property. Thus, Jeep sent me a 2024 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392 for the trip. Now, the parks is an on-property experience where a lot of the outdoor activity happens. A climbing wall, multiple swimming pools, this time for kids, a daycare center, a restaurant, and more. Here is where you can borrow bikes to ride around the property, and where the Jeep off-road adventure starts. Nothing says America like a Jeep, and Nemacolin is the classic American resort. Therefore, Nemacolin has a fleet of late model Jeep Wranglers that you use on this off-road experience. First, you do an extensive training course, fording streams, climbing over rocks, and driving at intense angles, much as you would if you were out off-roading in the wilderness somewhere. Once you pass that test, then you're taken out onto the 88 miles of off-road trails that Nemacolin Woodlands Resort has on property. The cost of Nemacolin's off-road experience is between $130 and $500. Nemacolin's Jeep experience is available to overnight guests and members of the resort.
How's it going, guys? My name's Ethan.
I'm Ben.
And we just got out of the woods with our 2022 Jeep Rubicon here. We went out, showed off everything that it's capable of.
We're going to drive it up onto this rock to really show how much the front end can flex and what it can go over.
Okay, which one of you is going to do that?
I can drive it up on.
Okay, so this process here is a pretty cool one to watch. You get to see all of the articulation and those moving pieces in the vehicle as Ben takes it up on the rock there. And this is going to be the one spot while we're out in this trip that we actually utilize the axle lock, so our Jeep kind of hits that true four-wheel drive point with all four tires making the same rotation at the same time. And one of the few spots out in our trails today where, if done right, we actually get one of our tires off the ground and we'll only have 3 points of contact today. And if you look underneath of the Jeep, you can see those weird angles of the axles and that back right tire up off the ground.
From getting muddy off-roading, or out shooting skeet, or off playing golf, or even out at their public casino, you can return to the elegance of the Chateau or their 2 other hostelries and get ready for a great dinner. And then later that night, go off and experience a nightclub experience, all on property and all right here at Nemacolin. This video only touches on a small part of our experience. I encourage you to schedule a few days at Nemacolin for yourself and just wander around and be ready to be surrounded by luxury and be lavished upon. You deserve it. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and like our video. And follow us here on YouTube at Q for Travel for future adventures that we will take. Until next time.